Imagine scrolling through social media and seeing someone transform an ordinary smile into what looks like a celebrity smile in less than 2 hours. The video racks up millions of views, hundreds of comments ask the same question. Where can I learn to do this? How much do you charge? Can I make money doing veneers too? Just a few years ago, almost nobody had heard the term veneer tech. Today, millions of people have. The movement exploded across social media, creating an entirely new industry filled with luxury lifestyles, expensive training courses, dramatic smile makeovers, and promises that almost anyone could build a six-figure business. But behind the viral videos lies a story that is far more complicated than most people realize. Today, we're taking a deep dive into how one entrepreneur helped popularize the veneer tech movement, how thousands of people rushed to learn the craft, why the industry became so controversial, and what everyone should understand before trusting someone with an irreversible cosmetic procedure. This isn't a hit piece and it isn't a celebration. It's an investigation. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden stories behind modern dentistry, subscribe to Mouth Secrets. We separate facts from hype using evidence, expert guidance, and trusted sources whenever possible. To understand how this movement became so massive, we first have to go back to the beginning. Cosmetic dentistry has always been associated with wealth. For decades, porcelain veneers were marketed as the ultimate smile makeover. They became popular among celebrities, actors, athletes, and public figures because they could dramatically change the appearance of teeth. Traditionally, veneers are provided by licensed dentists after a comprehensive examination, diagnosis, treatment planning, and informed consent. Depending on the case, treatment may involve removing a small amount of enamel, taking detailed impressions or digital scans, and permanently bonding custom restorations. According to guidance published in the Journal of the American Dental Association, proper diagnosis, treatment planning, infection control, and patient selection are essential components of dental care. But social media changed everything. Instead of seeing polished commercials from dental practices, millions of people began watching short videos showing dramatic smile transformations in real time. Viewers weren't just interested in the final results, they were fascinated by the process itself. As these videos spread across platforms, cosmetic smile makeovers became more accessible to the average person. Many people who had never considered improving their smile suddenly began asking questions. How much does it cost? Can anyone learn this? Could this become a career? Those questions created an entirely new market. Soon, entrepreneurs began teaching others how to perform cosmetic smile procedures using various techniques and materials. Training courses appeared online, and social media helped them spread faster than traditional advertising ever could. For many people watching from home, it looked like an opportunity they couldn't afford to miss. And that's when the real explosion began. The boom. Within a remarkably short period of time, the veneer tech industry experienced extraordinary growth. Social media became its greatest marketing tool. Everyday timelines are filled with dramatic before and after photos. Smiles that appeared stained, chipped, or uneven suddenly looked bright, straight, and perfectly white. Whether every transformation reflected long-term outcomes or not, the visual impact was undeniable. The videos were satisfying to watch, the reactions were emotional, and the algorithms rewarded every second of it. Soon, training academies began appearing across the country. Weekend classes, private mentorships, luxury seminars, online certifications, VIP coaching. Some advertisements suggested that students could quickly build thriving cosmetic businesses. Others highlighted stories of graduates who claimed to earn substantial incomes shortly after completing training. Luxury cars, designer handbags, private jets, stacks of cash. Those images became part of the marketing. Whether intended as inspiration or aspiration, they captured attention. For many viewers, the message seemed simple. This could be your life. Thousands signed up, not just dental professionals, barbers, hairstylists, makeup artists, estheticians, entrepreneurs, stay-at-home parents. Anyone looking for financial freedom suddenly saw veneers as a possible path. The movement became larger than dentistry. It became a business phenomenon. Course creators expanded their offerings. Students became instructors. Instructors opened academies. New businesses appeared almost every week. The industry grew so rapidly that social media feeds became saturated with smile transformations, classroom videos, graduation ceremonies, and testimonials from students excited about their new careers. From the outside, it looked unstoppable. But as the industry expanded, so did the questions. Were all of these procedures being performed safely? How much training was enough? Who should legally perform irreversible dental procedures? Those questions weren't coming from internet critics. They were increasingly being asked by dental professionals, regulators, and consumers alike. If you're enjoying this investigation and want more evidence-based stories about the hidden side of dentistry, subscribe to Mouth Secrets. Many topics in dentistry rarely make headlines, and that's exactly what this channel is here to explore. Because behind every booming industry is a moment when people begin asking harder questions. And that's exactly what happened next. The controversy: as the veneer tech movement continued growing, licensed dentists, dental organizations, educators, and regulators began raising concerns. One of the biggest issues involved the distinction between cosmetic services and the practice of dentistry. In many jurisdictions, diagnosing dental conditions, preparing teeth, permanently bonding restorations, and performing irreversible procedures are activities regulated by state dental practice laws. Those laws vary by state, but they generally exist to protect patients by defining who may legally perform certain procedures. Another concern involved patient evaluation. Before placing veneers, dentists typically assess oral health, gum condition, tooth structure, bite relationships, decay risk, existing restorations, and many other factors. Without a proper examination, important conditions may go unnoticed. A person may appear to have healthy teeth while actually having active decay, untreated periodontal disease, cracked teeth, or bite problems that could affect the success of cosmetic treatment. The Journal of the American Dental Association has consistently emphasized that successful treatment depends on comprehensive diagnosis and individualized treatment planning, rather than appearance alone. Another topic receiving attention involved infection prevention. Dental offices follow strict sterilization and infection control standards designed to reduce the risk of disease transmission. These protocols require specialized equipment, documented procedures, and ongoing compliance with professional standards. Questions naturally arose regarding whether every cosmetic training environment consistently met those expectations. Social media also amplified patient complaints. Some individuals publicly shared dissatisfaction with the appearance, comfort, or longevity of their cosmetic work. Others expressed positive experiences. As with many rapidly growing industries, online experiences varied considerably. It's important to recognize that individual stories do not automatically represent the entire industry. However, they did contribute to increased public discussion. Professional organizations continued emphasizing that irreversible dental treatment should begin with diagnosis, informed consent, and evidence-based clinical decision-making. At the same time, supporters of veneer training argued that cosmetic innovation had created new opportunities for entrepreneurship and increased consumer interest in smile enhancement. The debate became increasingly polarized. Supporters believed they were expanding access. Critics argued that patient safety must always come first. The conversation spread well beyond dentistry. It reached lawmakers, licensing boards, consumers, educators, and millions of social media users. The industry that had once been celebrated primarily for dramatic transformations was now being examined much more closely. And with greater attention came greater scrutiny. The fallout. As public awareness increased, several states continued reviewing their dental practice laws and investigating complaints involving unauthorized practice allegations where appropriate under existing regulations. Regulatory activity varies widely from state to state, and not every investigation results in disciplinary action. Still, the increased attention highlighted the importance of understanding local laws before offering cosmetic dental services. For businesses operating in the industry, the landscape became more uncertain. Consumers became more cautious. Questions became more frequent. Social media audiences became more skeptical. Training providers faced increased scrutiny regarding what they taught and how they represented potential career opportunities. For students, the situation was equally complex. Many had invested significant amounts of money hoping to build successful businesses. Some achieved success. Others encountered legal uncertainty, business challenges, or changing regulations depending on where they practiced. Perhaps the biggest lesson isn't about one person, one company, or one social media trend. It's about how quickly an industry can grow when powerful marketing, viral content, and consumer demand intersect. It also reminds us that cosmetic procedures involving teeth are fundamentally different from many beauty services because oral health, function, diagnosis, and long-term outcomes all play critical roles. That doesn't mean every cosmetic provider produces poor results, nor does it mean every criticism reflects the entire industry. Reality is often more nuanced than social media makes it appear. For anyone considering veneers or other cosmetic dental procedures, asking thoughtful questions can make a tremendous difference. Who is performing the procedure? What training and credentials do they have? What happens if complications arise? Has a comprehensive oral examination been completed? What treatment alternatives exist? Those conversations matter because your smile isn't just cosmetic, it's part of your overall health. If you're learning something new from today's investigation, subscribe to Mouth Secrets. Our goal isn't to tell you what to think, it's to provide evidence-based information that helps you make informed decisions about your oral health. The veneer tech movement changed the cosmetic dentistry conversation forever. It demonstrated the incredible influence of social media. It revealed the power of entrepreneurship. It highlighted consumer demand for affordable cosmetic options. And it sparked an ongoing discussion about education, regulation, innovation, and patient safety. Whether the industry continues to evolve or changes significantly over time, one thing is certain. Millions of people now pay far more attention to cosmetic dentistry than they did just a few years ago. And that may be the biggest legacy of all. Thank you for watching Mouth Secrets. If you enjoy investigative documentaries that explore the biggest stories, controversies, and innovations shaping dentistry, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and let us know in the comments what topic we should investigate next. Because sometimes the biggest secrets in dentistry aren't hiding inside the mouth, they're hiding behind the business.